taco shows. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The highlights and, unfortunately, the lowlights that stood out this past week in the vast sea we call humanity.
It's 101.1 WJRR, Orlando's rock station. All right, let's just sift through the bad stack and get on with some more pleasant thoughts.
Put it in overdrive. Go fast.
How about the two Australians and one American surf buddies?
My God.
Killed on their surf trip to Mexico, likely murdered by thieves who wanted to steal the tires off their pickup truck. All three shot and then their bodies thrown in a well.
Said it was like a robbery gone bad. Because I guess they kind of fought back or something.
Well, they believe what happened was the three surfers had been out, and when they returned to where they were camping, they caught these thieves
red-handed.
And that's when, everything went all killy.
Man, it's such a sad story.
The lunatic in Pennsylvania who showed up at Sunday service and tried to shoot a preacher during his sermon last Sunday. Clicked the gun at him, and all this was live streamed through the church when they were, streaming their Sunday service. Gun failed to go off. He was taken into custody. Later on, discovered that he had shot and killed a relative. That body was discovered a little earlier. Then God told him to go over to the church and kill the preacher, and that he was following those orders so that he could go to jail and clear his mind.
God.
That's 26-year-old Bernard Polite.
We talked about him earlier in the week, man. That's...
Police in Orlando apprehending the suspect accused of flashing the young student last Friday as she walked along North Eola Avenue to school. The identified suspect, 34-year-old Gilmer Maruccio Medina, who is in custody.
Hopefully getting taken care of pretty soon by other people.
Oh, he's being taken care of. Wink.
You know what I'm saying down there at 33rd.
Luis Espinel, the owner of the Pan Bakery on 434 in Longwood, accused of exposing himself and recording women in the bathroom of his establishment.
They're working for you. Just have a job, and you got to do that. He was exposing underneath his little apron, filming, everything.
How about this hell house in Volusia County where the woman had all those animals malnourished and dead and just a disgusting mess? Ashley Boucher said it had just become too much for her and that she had, been feeding him, like 3 times a week.
Ashley. Yeah, I'm not even going there. Come on, crank on through it. Let's get you some good stuff.
The Polk County woman who was arrested this week and charged with beating her 4-year-old son to death. That was the adopted kid from Haiti.
Mm-hmm. And it had been going on for years, supposedly, right?
Yeah. Damian Garcia is a 31-year-old who's been arrested again and faces charges. I'm sorry. Yes, this guy's been arrested. This in San Antonio, Texas. I guess he's got a long list of transgressions. The final thing that's probably going to do this guy in is a 31-year-old guy who threw an elderly man down an escalator in a mall. They've been looking for him since January. What did the 81-year-old do?
Absolutely nothing, I'm sure.
He had accidentally walked in a dressing room that one of his relatives, the suspect's relatives, was in. The door wasn't locked. He went in to try some clothes on, and so he gets thrown down the mall escalator. It's Vincent Lang, the 30-year-old, arrested via an outstanding warrant on Wednesday in South Florida for crimes that he was accused of doing here in Orlando last year. Repeat offender here. Rape at knife point, arrested in the West Palm Beach area, currently in the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. He was accused of similar sex crimes here in Orlando just over a year ago and had been released. So another one of these deals where why are these people even on the street?
Yeah. Goes right back, does the same thing he was nailed for the first time.
A few good news items, then we'll turn it over for the full, sunshine in your life that is the Good News Network and the pals that go along with it.
Yeah.
Taco. Storm chaser saved a family of 4 last Thursday after a tornado destroyed their house near Abilene, Texas. He yelled for them to jump in his car, also saved their dog. The son in the family got thrown 25 feet and was pretty banged up, but for the most part, they're all okay. That all live streamed as the storm chaser was doing his thing.
I heard about that. You imagine if he wasn't a dog lover and said,
sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. Allergies.
I'm allergic, yeah. 100-year-old veteran in Maryland just got his college diploma. Former pilot named Jack Milton served in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. He had enough credits to graduate from the University of Maryland in the mid-1960s before he left for Vietnam. Never graduated. The school surprised him with a diploma for his 100th birthday.
I thought that was one of the ones that I had grabbed over the week.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Back in December, as you prepare well in advance for your upcoming segment, as he's looking now feverishly at the Good News Network.
I'm trying to read what I wrote. I'm not even on the Good News Network yet. Look, I'm trying to read where I chicken scratched on the top of this paper, a couple that I saw up there on Wish.
You amaze me. Back in December, a family in Arkansas won a new truck with their church's annual fundraiser, a GMC Sierra 1500, but instead of keeping it, they decided to give it to someone who needed it more in their church community. I'll leave the rest for you, Mr. Good News.
I didn't even hear that last story you did.
Woman. He should repeat it here in a moment.
All right, I got it. Whatever that was, I'm going to give it a pow. Pow! Woman received, just bear with me here. I'm reading Chicken Scratch from Wesh earlier in the week. Not theirs, mine. A woman reunited with, this lady right here in Central Florida, reunited with first responders that saved her life over a decade ago. You saw her up there on the TV. Remember the young lady that looked like this, like probably 8th grade or whatever? They revived her years ago, and now she, met back up with them. Really cool. Pow! And remember how what
took her so long?
I don't know. I had to watch the whole story and was muted. Anyway, a volunteer dispatcher. Remember we had the dispatcher that was given an award? We have another one that was awarded as she turned 100 years old, still dispatching the dispatches. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Okay, let's go to the Good News Network.
Like a police dispatcher?
Yeah.
You got a 100-year-old doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Is she sharp? She probably can't walk the best, but that's what happens when you get 100. World's largest wildlife crossing is going up so animals can walk safely over 8 lanes of LA traffic. It's the weirdest thing. Look at this. I'm thinking, don't they know about bridges? They could just build a bridge over the walkway. But no, they made the wildlife walk over the road. It's real. You know what I'm saying? The trail. It's the same kind of.
Kind of what the chickens have been doing for.
No, they just crossed the road. Don't get me into the whole was the egg or the chicken first. Pow! This is good news for all of our anglers out there. The number of fish on U.S. What?
Endangered list.
The number of fish on the U.S. overfishing list reaches an all-time low. Guess what it's led by? Snapper. Good. Let us fish for more than just 1 or 2. But no, the all-time low is led by snapper and mackerel. Holy mackerel. Pow! This, I don't understand what this one's about, but it's a street librarian is changing the lives of Baltimore youth and beyond. Like, these little kids are dealing with tough times. This lady has set up a street library. Not like, it's street, but she's...
In Baltimore?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
No, it's so those children that aren't getting all that action, with reading everything. Look at how cute that little girl is and how happy she's got her hands on her cheeks, smiling like, oh my God, I get to read about this.
Reading is fundamental.
It totally is. Readers are winners. Pow! We have a 14-year-old. I may have done this last week, not sure. No, it's titled May 8th. 14-year-old grabs the wheel of a school bus after the driver passed out with his foot on the gas. So he grabbed the wheel and knew to probably nudge his foot off, I'm guessing. And yeah, he's named a hero. The cops and everybody gave him gave him a little award, and I'm giving him a pow. And finally, last but not least, a retired teacher. She was jumping for joy, according to this headline. At her 80th birthday, they surprised her with a surprise reunion with her favorite kindergarten student. So they knew who her favorite student was over the years. When she turned 80, her friends and family went and rounded this feller up and said, hey, man, that's not the last one. Pow! This one is. This guy, did you hear about the little kid that offered the guy $1?
No, I'm sure we're going to, though.
Long story short, little kid, okay, guy's fire alarm goes off in his place. He walks outside in whatever he's wearing, which is boxer shorts, and he looks homeless, right? Little kid is walking by, and the little kid offered the guy, said, hey, are you homeless? Here's $1. The guy was just out there because the fire alarm and decided, since I'm out here, I'll do my morning prayer. He's a spiritual guy, right?
So his underwear?
Yeah. So the
tankers there on the porch.
Yeah, he thought there was a fire. So the little kid offered him $1. He's like, this is the best thing ever. Turns out that guy he's built an empire worth over $100 million. He took the little kid on a shopping spree at one of his sports stores, got him a bike and everything. Pow! That $1 was given to that little kid by his dad. I actually clicked on that story to read a little. I'm just sticking with the headlines. That takes way too long. I'm done.
Thank you, Taco, and your incredible attention to detail. Lynch and Taco's commercial-free Workday Rock Block coming up next.
Lynch and Taco. Download the iHeartRadio app.
This track